Hey y'all, and welcome to Sunrise Special Sunday, where I talk to you on Sunday about what's special in the world of amateur model railroading. So I am super excited to talk to everybody this week about what I've learned. We're going to talk about traction tire replacement. We're going to talk about BCR replacement. We're going to talk about bus wiring. We are going to talk about MTH's DCS as well as Lionel's TMCC. And I am happy to report that all of my trains are up and running now and the layout is thriving. So stay tuned. We're starting off this week with a battery replacement. My T1 duplex wasn't working the other day, so I couldn't figure out why. So I had a feeling that it was the battery. So I took the tender shell off of the trucks and I decided to do a battery swap in there. Sure enough, as soon as I took it off, some fool put an Energizer battery in there. So I swapped it out with an MTH branded BCR. And wouldn't you believe it, as soon as I put that new BCR in there and put everything back on the track, the engine was running stunningly. Lights, smoke, power, everything. It was absolutely perfect. And I figured out quite quickly that there's a 99% chance that if there's a problem, it's your battery. Something else that I didn't pay attention to was the traction tires on a lot of these previously loved engines. So what I decided to do was replace all of the ones that I shredded when I ran these models when I first got them. So this is me replacing the traction tires on the 4449. There was one left, and when I gave it a run around my layout the other day, it completely came off and just shredded. So this is actually a super easy process. I got these tools to adjust everything, and I am doing it on my MTH Premier Torpedo as well. It's super easy process. And finally, y'all, at long last, I got my DCS set up. I was super happy with this. I finally feel like I'm a professional model railroader now that I got these trains running. A lot of my engines are Proto 1, but thankfully a lot more of them are Proto 2 or Proto 3. So setup was super simple. I was very happy to find out my Dreyfus Hudson was a Proto 2 engine, and we're rocking and rolling. All right, now that we've got everything up and running, I just wanted to do some clips of some of the trains that I have running around the layout. That's the beautiful S1, which is absolutely my favorite. I'm sorry, I'm biased. It's true. This is my beautiful MTH Premier T1 duplex. She's absolutely stunning as well. I'm such a huge fan of her. This is my brand new GS2 Daylight. She is Proto 2 and she is absolutely stunning. I just can't get enough of how beautiful this engine is. She runs like a dream, smokes like a dream, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Finally, I got my Empire State Express up and running. She's another favorite. She's a baddie. This is my 3449 speeding by, which I'm so happy that I got set up and working. This is me doing the happy dance that I got my DCS set up and I got most of my trains running. There's my beautiful new torpedo that I got. Still have to work on her. She needs some help, but we'll get it done. This is my beautiful Tuscan Red GG1 that I cannot get enough of, and that is the only electric engine you will see on my layout. That's it. Only steamers aside from the GG1. I'm not biased, it's just a fact. That's all I have to say about that. There's that beautiful Empire State Express again. Also, y'all, I was an absolute fool thinking that I needed 1,000 different wires to go around this tiny little layout. I got to give a huge shout out to my buddy, the Second-Hand Overland, for not only teaching me how to bus wire, but for teaching me that I didn't need so much. I have this amazing MTH Z4000 transformer. This is my setup here with my DCS and my TMCC and all that kind of good stuff. I did not need the thousands of wires that I had running around here. This transformer is more than powerful. It's got one setup to a piece of track that I wired myself, and it needs nothing else. The loop is not big enough for all of that bus wiring. Oh, sorry, just look at my beautiful engines. Look at them just sitting there. Anyway, bus wiring is great if you have multiple loops or you have multiple layers of track. I do not. I have one loop of track. I got this 14 gauge wire from Amazon. I rigged it up to my transformer. I rigged it up to my DCS system, and it's absolutely perfect. Huge mistake was thinking I needed more power when in reality it was just the batteries in the engines that were messed up, not the bus wiring, not the tracks. So everything is great now. Tiny little loop that does the job perfectly well, and I'm super happy with it. And y'all, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Sunrise Special Sundays. We'll see how the rest of the week goes this coming week. I've got two new to me engines coming in, which I'm super excited to share with you guys. And I've got some BCRs coming in. I'm gonna do a full BCR replacement for every new to me engine that I get. So we'll see what happens. I got a 3D printer and I've got some stuff I'm gonna do with that. So I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.